clean. So the more you use them, the sharper they stay. And you're getting 2 of them for $16.68, and you're not going to have to spend a penny on shipping and handling because that is free for you this morning. Can your scissors that you're using in your kitchen cut through a sheet of metal?
That's right. Now this is like a sheet metal that you would find in ductwork or something like that. So I'm not suggesting you do this kind of work in your kitchen.
Well, you never know.
But you
Some
can...
crafters out there might come up with some interesting things for their scrapbooks. And, you know, these aren't just for the kitchen. These are for, you know, the toolbox, the crafting room, the tackle box, the garage, because you're getting 2 of them. So you can put one there and keep one in the kitchen. But this is what I love.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I was wasting time by taking my chef's knife and chopping up my parsley, my cilantro, and my basil, where I could just cut it.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Turn it into an artisan pizza right away. But more importantly, the same shears that I just cut the sheet metal with, I use to cut delicate herbs. And then these are the same shears, because they're self-sharpening, remember, that I will use to actually cut the pizza. Because apparently, according to my boss, up in Hoboken, New Jersey, this is how you cut the pizza. You use the shears at the table, and you just cut right through the pizza like this.
That's interesting.
Now, this is one of those thick crust ones. Yes, exactly.
Because I cut up pizza for my kids using my kitchen shears into bite-sized pizzas.
That's right. And it's a very smart idea, you know. I like it for that reason. But more importantly, because they self-sharpen, I can use these all the way through tonight, and you know, we're not going to have to switch shears out. We're not going to have to, after we open the clamshell, for example. And remember, this is the devil's packaging right here. I cut my hands each and every time I try to open these without shears,
thing
right?
to ever have to open is a package of batteries. We have a couple color choices for you. You see Joseph working with the blue. I've been kind of playing around with a set of green. We used to have purple, but that apparently has sold out. So you're saving more than $9 with the clearance price and the free shipping and handling. Remember, for 2 sets, you're going to turn to these all the time, no matter what the job. I mean, honestly. And you mentioned how you do clamshells.
Right.
That's a pretty tough job. If you've ever tried to work with clamshells, that's tough. I've just made a chuck wagon chili for Super Bowl Sunday, and I got a big chuck roast. And instead of having the poor butcher who was inundated with people at his counter cut it up for me in half-inch pieces, half-inch cubes, I took my kitchen shears and it was like butter going right through the big chunk of meat.
And what's great about these is because we give you 2, I can have 1 set for the kitchen, 1 for the mud room, the utility room, the garage, whatever it is that we're going to do with that. You can use it, of course, to cut off both the ends of the asparagus and, of course, the rubber bands, or even better, those metal twist ties that they use on these. Things like asparagus leeks. We can cut off that green part that we're not using when we cook with leeks, and even trim the root end as well. I can also then just take those shears and cut through a soda can like this, and then go back again to a delicate item like these tulips, and it's just handling that job very, very easily. Cut off a thicker piece of that sheet metal. So we had the tin before. Here's like the sheet metal you would find maybe on a car or something like that, and then go back again to something delicate like these herbs, and look at that. It's just handling that job, no problem whatsoever. You know, the ribbon that these days now also comes with the metal that's inside on the borders of it, right? Just right like that. And then I can also use it to cut through something, you know, very, very delicate like the wrapping paper. But you can see that we didn't dull the blade. It's cutting right along that guideline right there. It's cutting right through the wrapping paper. And we didn't damage the blade at all when we were cutting the metal.
Not even cutting the metal, the aluminum, the thick plastic packaging on that batteries. You know what else I also like about these is there's a nice safety feature built in. If you take a look, all you have to do is when you throw these into a drawer is you shut them, and there's a little locking mechanism here.
That's right.
So then they stay shut for you. And that's how they'll store. And you never have to worry about little fingers if they go into the drawer to get the scissors. They're closed.
It's perfect for that reason. And of course, we also put a bottle opener on the end there, so we can actually use this to open those soda bottles or beer bottles or whatever. And again, remember, we can actually cut through a soda can with the blade, and we don't have to worry about that dulling, because because it self-sharpens every time you depress. Here's the spring in that construction that gives you all of that leverage and power behind that. And again, look at that, it's fine, and I can use it to cut delicate things even after going through that soda
That's
can.
awesome, but seriously, it makes these battery packets a joke. They used to be the bane of my existence, and with a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, do you know how many battery packages I'm opening because all the darn toys in the house?
Exactly.
And that was so easy, I don't have to worry about breaking a nail because I just used my kitchen shears to do that. So because you're getting 2, remember, keep one in the kitchen, but honestly, put one in a junk drawer in another room in the house. Keep one at your desk, the garage, the basement, wherever you might need this. Keep one for the office because time and time again, they're just so easy. You never have to worry about it going dull. I love the nice grip on the handles too. Very comfortable. Doesn't feel like they're gonna slip out.
Right, yeah.
So great design, great colors, the blue or the green. I mean, the green universal. If you're even thinking of, you know what, I'm gonna pick myself up a set, maybe get another set as a gift. You know, maybe wishing wells. For all of the bridal showers that are going to start popping up in the spring, this would be a great wishing well gift. Then pick up the green color because usually green is universal. Some, you know, can go with almost any decor.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And again, because that self-sharpens, whether this is a gift for a wedding or a shower or birthday or whatever it is, Father's Day, whatever's coming up, what I love about these is they self-sharpen and they just keep going. And again, you know, we're cutting through that piece of sheet metal there. It's the kind of sheet metal you'd find in ductwork or something like that. Cut through that and then take that same shear and use it to cut wrapping paper, and you can see that blade doesn't sharpen because every time I depress, it's resharpening the blade each and every time. Love it.
You'll find that maybe you start using your kitchen shears more than your knife when cooking. I know I do. So 2 of them from Prepology, item K39533, free shipping and handling, less than $17 for both. Thank you very much, Joe. That red color, though, it is gone. We just have the blue and the green. Okay, yeah, I love a good saying, and this one certainly applies in my house. My kitchen, my